What is up, fellow completionists? Are you interested in getting a platinum that you can easily do in one day? And honestly, playing a game that I found quite enjoyable. If you're into story games, this Plat is a breeze. So let's jump into the video and find out why.
So our story begins.
Hey, what is up, me llamo Noel Rizzo, aka The Wolf, and welcome to The Wolf's Den. Keep in mind that this video is going to be purely informative. If you want to learn more about the game, you can check out my review that's popping up in the top right corner of the screen. So as always, let me lead off with this. Yes, you can still 100% this game in 2022, and great news! You will be able to 100% this game for the rest of eternity. You will never not be able to 100% this game. No online trophies, no other nonsense. Okay, so here's a quick overview as to what this video is going to look like. First, we're going to talk about some basic stats about the game. Then we're going to talk about whether it's actually a fun game to complete, because as we all know, it being a good game doesn't always correlate with it being a fun game to complete. We're going to talk about whether this game has a grind. We're going to talk about any particularly hard trophies that this game may have. And if after hearing all those things you do decide you want to complete this game, we're going to get into the trophy guide and the best way to complete this game, the easiest way to complete this game. Okay, so let's jump into the basic stats. So you can complete this game in one playthrough, but chapter select will be necessary to clean up some trophies. Really, it's like a playthrough and a half. So according to the internet, you can legitimately complete this game in about 15 hours. If you dedicate one day to this game, you can knock it out. Does this game have missable trophies? Yeah, definitely. It's one of those games where your decisions matter. Make the wrong choice at the wrong time and you could lock yourself out of a trophy. So in most of my trophy review guides, I would just tell you the specific trophies to look out for and how many there are. But this one, being a decision-based game, has a lot of them, so we will cover that in the trophy guide section. Plus, they're also not too big of a deal because, again, this game has chapter select. Are there any trophies that require skill? Nope. Does it have online? Nope. Does it have a grind? I mean, if you consider getting collectibles a grind, maybe? At least I wouldn't consider it to have a grind. If you're playing this on the PlayStation, the platinum trophy for this game is 17.43% rare. This would be one of those plots that I'd say is very easy and not really rare. So, is this a fun game to complete? Yes, I personally think so. Just because this is one of those games that actually rewards you for going on your way to get these trophies. Getting the collectibles isn't too hard, and when you do get the collectibles, you do get rewarded in the story. Whether it is by finding out some more lore, or making sure that some of your characters survive. Does this game have any hard trophies? No, it doesn't. And yeah, again, this game doesn't have a grind either. So if after hearing all that, you're a completionist and you still want to complete this game, good. Because if you said no, you probably aren't a completionist. I'm just saying, it would be a missed opportunity to not get this easy plot.
Now that's a lot of damage!
Unless you're not into story games or cheesy horror movies. Then this will be a little bit of a drag, but again, you can still do it in one day. Okay, so let's jump into the trophy guide. Step number 1, beat the entire game with everyone surviving. Along with this first playthrough, get all of the collectibles. Now you got two ways about getting these collectibles. Try to find a written guide online if you do better with words, or if you're like me, I did link a video down in the description. Shout out to Nukem Dukem for making a video on how to get all of these collectibles and making it really easy for us. He's got timestamps in the description if you're missing specific collectibles. In the video, all the collectibles are in order, so you can watch the video from start to finish and get all the collectibles in the game. Again, thank you, Nukem Dukem. So why is it important to have one playthrough where you save everyone and you find all the collectibles? There is one character specifically who, if you do not find a specific collectible in the game, they will die. That is the only way to save them, by finding that specific collectible in the specific chapter. Good news, it's the last chapter in the game. To save Josh, pick up Hannah's diary. If you want him to die, don't find the diary. Let me go on. You'll get more context. So this game is decision based. It's a story game, as I already mentioned. Because of this, there are certain decisions that you may make in the game that could lock you out of certain trophies. These are all the missable trophies that you want to keep an eye out for each specific episode/chapter. So let's talk about episodes 1 through 5. Now, because most of these are really self-explanatory, I'm gonna focus on the ones that might be a little bit tricky or that can be a little bit buggy. So for episodes 1 through 5, these are all the easy trophies. Take a screenshot, do what you gotta do, very self-explanatory. Now the trophy that I want to focus on is in episode 5. It's called the Skillful Wolfman. I love this trophy. I hope you know why. In episode 5, basically, be nice to the wolf. Be nice to nature. Do not hurt animals. Remember that, remember that, remember that. This will help you not miss out on achievements. So for this trophy, at some point during the chapter, you're gonna run into a wolf, and it's gonna be kind of a jump scare. Because of this, some players' instant reaction is gonna be to kick the wolf. Ease up on the trigger finger, dude. After you didn't kick the wolf, go to the center of the room. You will be playing as Mike. Pick up the bone that's in the middle of the room, go back to the wolf, and give the wolf the bone. Now, after being nice to the wolf here, the trophy won't pop quite yet. That happens in episode 9. Again, be nice to the wolf. Okay, so now let's talk about episodes 6 through 8. Again, here are all the self-explanatory trophies. take a screenshot, do what you gotta do, nothing too hard here. But I want to focus on a trophy called Let M In. The reason I'm talking about this trophy is because it can be kind of buggy and it's kind of confusing. To get this trophy, you have to make sure that M gets bit during chapter 8, even though you hate her. Or actually, this is probably a good thing. Make sure she gets bit because you hate her. In episode 6, you can find a flare gun. If you find the gun, either shoot it in the air or give it to Matt. Don't keep the gun. That would be my personal advice. Because in chapter 8, when you're playing as M, if you have the gun and you shoot it at the Wendigo, there's a possibility that M will go by unscathed and she won't get bit. That's what happened to me on my second playthrough, hence why I was so confused while reading this trophy, because I couldn't remember having that scene where she got bit. So it is possible to avoid Emily getting bit. Make sure she gets bit. How do you make sure that happens? Get rid of the gun in chapter 6. That would be my biggest piece of advice. There is a way for you to still have the gun and somehow manage to have her get bit, but again, that's where it can get a little bit confusing. If you do happen to find yourself in this position, or you just want more clarification on how to go about this trophy, go down to the description and check the link that I put on there. To get this trophy, once you're in the basement, spoiler alert for episode 8, if Emily got bit, you're gonna have a situation where Mike is gonna be holding a gun at Emily and you're gonna have a choice whether to save her or to shoot her. To get this trophy, make sure you do not shoot her. Okay, so now let's talk about chapters 9 through 10. Now, following up on the skillful Wolfman, two big things here. Make sure that you don't mess up any quick time events when you're being chased with Mike. This means don't waste any bullets if you don't have to. There's gonna be times where a Wendigo might pop out at you, but it'll be behind bars. If you don't shoot at it, you'll be fine. On top of that, and here's the big one, I messed up in the stream. When you get the chance to barricade the door, don't just run. Barricade the door. After this, the trophy should pop. Okay, so you beat the game, you got all the collectibles, you saved everyone. Dude, let's freaking go. You did the hardest part. Now this next part is a breeze. Now you're gonna play the game with everyone dying, which is gonna cut your playtime significantly. Make sure that you start off in chapter 6 and follow these easy achievements. This is making sure everyone dies. You got them? Did you take your screenshot? Because unless I can fit all episodes 6 through 10 here in one page, you're probably gonna have to take 2 separate screenshots. Now, the only trophy that I want to focus on for this section is called Ashley Snaps. In episode 6, you make sure that Chris chooses to shoot Ashley in the gun game. Don't shoot Chris, shoot Ashley. Then in episode 8, make sure that you get all the quick time events done with Chris perfectly. If done right, once Chris gets to the lodge, Ashley should let Chris die. If for some reason you're having trouble with this trophy and it doesn't pop right in this moment, because some people have found it to be buggy, follow these exact steps from starting from episode 6. I didn't have this issue. I haven't heard of any of my friends having this issue, but on the off chance that you do those 2 things and it doesn't work, follow these steps exactly and the trophy should pop. All right, you did it. You successfully killed everyone off. You successfully saved everyone. And you got all the collectibles. Look at you, dude. You basically 100% of the game. There is one last trophy you need to worry about that you can't do by saving everyone or by letting everyone die. It's literally a situation where you have to let one person die and you also have to let one person survive. And that is called Instant Inferno. Just do a quick chapter select to episode 10, and then when you're back at the lodge full of Wendigo, when Mike breaks one of the lights, you'll be given the option to either save him or run towards the light switch. Run towards the light switch. This will sacrifice Mike and the trophy should pop. And that is it, everyone. Congratulations on getting your 17.43% rare platinum trophy. If you're getting achievements, congratulations on seeing that juicy 100%. I don't believe this game has DLC, and I know there's rumors of them actually remaking this game / remastering it. If they do end up adding trophies or achievements because of this, I will try to add them in the description below, or if you want to help me out in the comments below. But again, it's only if they do remake this game and if they add achievements. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Congratulations on your platinum. This is one of the easiest platinums I've ever got. And guess what? Yes, I actually did get this platinum twice. I got it once when I first played this a couple years ago on the PS4, and I did it again off stream, of course, because I ended up playing it on a different account on my PS5, which is actually a PlayStation account where I'm planning to only have games that I can 100%. And so far, we're 2 for 2. We've 100%ed Spider-Man, and we've 100%ed Until Dawn. If you enjoyed the video or you found it helpful in any kind of way, don't forget to leave a like, and don't forget to comment on what you think about 100%ing this game. Are you gonna do it? Have you already done it? What are your thoughts and opinions? And don't forget to subscribe to one of the most amazing YouTube families out here. Anyways, I love you, Wolfpack. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. So what are you all thinking about these 100% videos? If there's any specific games that you'd like me to make a guide on, comment down below. Put something down there, I'll see if I can do it. Anyways, thanks for watching. Love y'all. Wink, 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 wink.